Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
And a happy Valentine's Day to you here on the program. I'm Weatherman Dustin Staples. Appreciate your company as always. Thank you for making some time for us to update you on your news. And now to the weather forecast. It has been a chilly day, a sunny one that has been. And of course, the wind not as breezy. So that's some good news. Also, let's kind of quickly recap the weekend snow that we did see. Some areas did pick up a little coating of snow. Other than that, you saw a trace. Basically meaning a trace is recorded as, and you see snow flurries flying but not accumulating. So again, just depending on where you are, if you're maybe North Patrick County or maybe western of the Franklin County area, close to the Blue Ridge Parkway, you had a higher chance of picking up some snowfall in that area. So that is something that we, typically should see for this time of the year, snow. And by the way, this is now the second consecutive year in a row that it has fallen on a Super Bowl weekend. Now, let's get you up to the latest information. As you know, we are beginning the transition from winter to spring right now, and that means the burn ban law is now being in effect beginning Tuesday, the 15th. That'll go into place for the entire state of Virginia. Now, if you recall back in December that we had that long stretch of duration of dry weather that did prompt a early burn ban law. That is not typically what happens. So for that time of the year, we typically see it now, which again goes to the end of April, basically meaning we've got a lot of more dry air in place. Our dew points are pretty dry. So it's basically the amount of moisture that's available in the atmosphere that allows this to happen. So we're right on cue. This is nothing abnormally normal, I will put that as. So quickly, a few quick reminders. Don't do any burning before 4, because that is a lot of times during this peak hours of the day is when we begin to see very high activity of the dry air that is in place. So just keep that in mind. Anything after 4, you're pretty good to go. Also keep in mind, burn anything more than 300 feet. Don't do it less than 300 feet. Basically meaning don't go out in front of your front porch, walk a couple of 100 yards or feet or so, and start lighting a brush fire, because Luis has recently been to those. It's been a little while since we've been to one, but typically a structure fire, a car fire, a brush fire, if the wind is right at the exact time when that fire gets going, that will prompt of course, a fire concern. So please don't do anything in the open fields, dry grass areas, brush, woodlands, anything that's been so dry where we haven't seen enough rain in the area. That is probably not a good idea to do that. Something else you'll be charged with, you'll get a class 3 misdemeanor and then again a $500 fine. So again, no matter if you're high above the law or low below the law, it's just not worth doing that. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, now, as you're making your way out for your Valentine's, maybe making some plans tonight, it's going to be chilly. It's going to be clear skies. We're going to see less wind. So once again, bundle up if you do have anything, maybe some dinner reservations or whatever you may be doing. Just keep that in mind in the back of your head so you can kind of plan accordingly as you're making some things scheduled this evening. And of course, maybe if you're not doing anything, you're just going to stay at home, and that might be the better idea. So after a cold and chilly start to our Tuesday, we're going to begin to see a gradual warm up in the afternoon. We're going to see mostly sunny skies, not as warm as we saw over the weekend. As you know, we were pushing almost 70 degrees on Saturday, believe that or not. So again, it's not record breaking, but it was awfully warm to say the least. Overnight lows will fall near 25. Let's go ahead and jump you to the extended next few days. If you're making some plans out and about, there's going to be some good news in the making. As you see here, we got our sunshine for our Tuesday. Wednesday's looking a lot better as well, a mix of sun and clouds, not as much rain expected. So a lot of good things coming out for tomorrow. And again, both on Wednesday, we will see a southwest breeze picking up. And of course, that'll prompt our next chance of precipitation. That'll be rain, liquid on Thursday. It's going to be warm. Possibility of some thunder can even be rolled out as well. Right now, rain amounts looking between roughly around a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm not talking about a major flood concern in some areas, but again, it's going to be much beneficial rain, I will say, at least after our somewhat snow events we've been seeing for the last several weeks. Again, we'll begin warm through the day on Thursday. And again, we're going to still be very mild as we wrap up the end of your Thursday, going into your Friday. Maybe a straight early morning shower that'll quickly taper off to afternoon sunshine, maybe a few fair weather clouds mixing in with that high staying near 52, so near normal. And Saturday, we begin the warming train back up again, back up near 56 with those overnight lows. We'll go from the 40s back down in the low to mid 20s. So pretty much as you see here, we're going to have a transitional week. And by the way, this is now the second time I want to say in the last month and a half that I have yet to talk about a weekend snow potential, because like I said, the temperatures are going to be warming up. We're going to get just plain old rain on Thursday. That may move in early Wednesday evening. We'll keep a close eye on that too. But again, right now, it's I take this right now that any of these cold temperatures that we've been seeing for the last several days, this is going to be much appreciated as well. So once again, we're going to have the warm weather make a return this week. If you have any plans to get outside and do enjoy, again, tomorrow and Wednesday, then again, we have the wet day on Thursday, then we'll have warm back up and remain very quiet as we start the upcoming weekend, which, by the way, things are looking a lot milder. We'll talk about the outlook here on Wednesday for the next 14 or so days, let you know what prediction we could be seeing as we wrap up February and go into March. All right, do stick around. That's enough of my time here for you. Do thanks so much for spending part of your day. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with Luis.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.